Alright, well, I needed a break from this car, so I'm going to show you how to replace the rack and pinion. Just a quick tutorial now that I've got everything all taken apart. Let's get started, shall we? First, remove the exhaust and the drive shaft and the motor. Remove the motor. Of course, I found the best way to remove this thing is by taking the steering column out of the car, or well, taking it down at least, because then you can disconnect this little guy up in the cabin of the car, which then you can get your whole motor down with the rack and pinion in the subframe, because that rack and pinion is completely surrounded by the subframe, but the lines for the power steering are actually up here. And while it's in the car, good luck getting a wrench in here to get those lines off. I've actually even had to remove the heat shield now that the engine's out, just to get the line out of here. There's not enough room. So, once the motor's out and you've disconnected your lines, and obviously disconnected the ends of the tie rod, then I really wish I had my exhaust completely out of the way, and I'll have to cut it back a little farther. This one's hammered. Basically, let me show you under here. You will have to remove this little diaper right here, which goes up under here to the front, all the way to the back. You remove the bolts from your sway bar up in here, all the way across to that side, same thing. And then you'll need to remove get under here a little better. Remove the bolts from the rack and pinion on this side, which I still got to cut the exhaust out of the way, and from this side. But even after you unbolt your rack and pinion, you can't get it down from the bottom. The reason being is that four-wheel drive system is right in the way. And although there's about, I don't know, 2 fingers worth of space in between that and that, you still have to get it down this far, from here to here. So, how do you square that circle? Honestly, the best way I can think to do it is you remove the motor mount from the front and let the subframe drop down. And then you remove this one, and you'll need to take the motor out at an angle off the subframe so that you can clear the all-wheel drive system, and for me, the exhaust. But yeah, just remove the motor and transmission from the subframe. That way you'll be able to actually get to the rack and pinion. I hate everything. I freaking hate this car. But when it's done, it should be nice. This one's got the four-wheel steering, and that's actually the reason I've got to take the rack and pinion out of this one, and I'm putting it into the motor that's going into the car, because that rack and pinion has been chopped, so there's no capability of four-wheel steering, and this car is still equipped with it, so I want to keep that. Yay.